It's the Legit Bag Podcast. Today's episode 7. See, a lot of this whole podcasting game, it's kind of like my first season's like my first album is how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Today's episode 7, and I got my biggest feature in the building.
One
of those living legends that I'm going to give the flowers to while he's here.
Appreciate that.
J.R. Ryder.
My God.
The dream's still alive, so we in pursuit of it. Shout out to
sir.
Kiss.
Yes, sir. You know
See,
that.
I see y'all in and out of town and all that right now in L.A. and back to New York and all that. You know, you and Fred Money kind of remind me of like Nipsey and Black Sam in a way.
Yeah, shouts to Nipsey. Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm. What's going on out here, man? You guys doing a little bit of investing or?
Yeah. We invested in. Well, we got this CBD company. Shouts to Legends of Hemp, and we working with a few artists. You know what I mean? We had a pop up. Well, one of our first dope pop up parties or whatever, pop up shops or whatever, and it was a dope turnout. We had Wiz Khalifa, we had OT Genesis, OG Louis. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was dope.
Cool. See, you got a couple bars about Elon Musk at Tesla. Are you like involved in that stock, or you got a Tesla? What's going on?
Oh yeah, I did have some bars. What was that on? I was on my last joint. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm heavy in the stocks, heavy in the crypto. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially Dogecoin.
Oh yeah, definitely. We was talking
I day trade. I try to balance out music and stocks, but sometimes the stocks be getting the best of me because I wake up, pre-market, I'm hype, got the coffee, blunt, and then I start realizing it's like, damn, it's 12 o'clock already.
Yeah. You
get what I'm saying? And then with crypto, it's like crypto had you up all night, 24/7, all week. That's a fact.
Yeah. You know what's funny is too, and we didn't really touch on the real estate tip, but I heard that the DR is actually a really good place to invest right now. You tapped into that at all?
Yeah. I got property in DR. I'll be in DR in a few.
So that's
my
like
mom's and father's out there. Yeah,
it's like the hotbed right now. I guess they got some sort of political shift over there where that president wants to develop where he's kind of from or something like that.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
I ain't hear about
everybody's flocking over there, man. For
real.
Yeah. Yeah, they're.
Oh, yeah, I gotta look into that.
Yeah.
I gotta jump in your Discord, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. So, yeah, man. You seem to be tapped in a little bit to that whole stock market world. I heard a couple bars about Martin Shkreli.
Yeah.
And,
he's in the stocks.
Well, yeah, you know how he inflated the price and all that, made all that money.
Yeah, with the drug and all that.
Yeah, he did buy that Wu-Tang album for like $2 million.
That's a fact.
What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, that was crazy. I mean, what could I really say?
Yeah.
It was up for auction. What was it on eBay, right?
I don't know what it was. I know he probably cut a deal.
No, I think it was eBay.
That was like a physical NFT or whatever you call it.
Nah, I ain't talking about an NFT.
No, it was a real album.
It was like it's like a physical version, like it's like he started.
Nah. It was a real album that I guess it never came out or some shit.
Yeah.
And he has the only copy. It's like a master copy. Yeah, I think it was on eBay or something.
I was thinking, I think he had it all wrong. See, I would have took that $2 million right to Jewels and said, hey, let me grab that I can't feel my face real quick.
Right.
With Wayne.
Right. Right.
That's what I would have done.
Right. Shouts to Weezy. Shouts to Jewel. Hell yeah, that's a fact.
Hey, what was interesting? I saw, I think I saw on Instagram, you had a picture with Street Lord Juan.
Yeah. Shouts to, that was my first time meeting him.
Yeah. I'm originally from Michigan, that Detroit area, and he's like our Jay-Z there. He's like the real legend.
Yeah, they've been putting me on. Like I was just on the phone with I had an interview yesterday with Quest McCody. Shouts to him. I don't know if you heard of him. He's a battle rapper from Michigan, from Detroit.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we was chopping it up, and I was telling him how Street Lord Juan was a good dude.
Oh yeah.
I pulled up on Royce, and the hospitality he showed me, brung me a bottle of Dom Perignon off the back, like, you know what I mean, showed me wild love. So yeah, so salute to him.
Yeah.
But I'm just you know what I mean, hearing about his background and all that, and how much of a staple he is on the rap scene as far as Detroit goes. You know what I'm saying?
That's a legend, man.
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah.
Man, I'd like to see y'all get into the booth.
Hell yeah.
And cook something
That's my
up,
guy.
man.
That's my guy. I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna hit him after I leave.
Me too.
That's a fact. That's what's up.
But yeah, man, getting into it a little bit. going kind of back to what I say is the golden era of hip hop, and however people categorize that, maybe late '90s. I think of it as, the 2000s at the end of the day. Seeing that whole like kind of shift and like how like the social media game has kind of played a part. What's your take on like maybe your hip hop maybe being a little bit late to social media and like YouTube and all that?
I mean, that's crazy because I was just talking to one of my guys about that. It's like I was talking to Harrell about that this morning. I promise you, this is not even made up. And I was just telling him how like opportunities in 2021, 2020, even 2016, you know what I'm saying? It's super easier for people to get on. Like me, I used to sit on a corner or be waiting by Jimmy's Cafe in Harlem, hoping that I see somebody famous so I can rap for them. You know what I mean? It happened, but it was a D and Y from Rough Rider. Shout out to them. You know what I mean? But it was hard back then. It's like if I couldn't even imagine if I had an iPhone back then and I had Instagram. It's like I see people like my brother Fred just showed me this country dude that I guess he raps like on some country shit, right? So he posted some freestyles. He be doing freestyles to different people's beats, you know what I mean? Instrumentals or whatever. And he did something over Lil Baby beat. And it was so fire that Lil Baby and Dirk left a comment. And Dirk like, yo, I want to sign you. Lil Baby like, nah, I'm signing him. He gonna fly, I'm gonna have him fly out. And I just say that to say that's dope as hell. But imagine that back then. Like, I wouldn't even have to leave my crib. Like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yes, the opportunities now is crazy. Because it's like, even with with artists getting signed, like I had to go to different, I mean, it was kind of easy for me because I was in bidding wars. I've been rapping since I was 9. So when I got with Cam, I'm like 16, 17, 18 running around. Me rapping, that was nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pulling up to these labels, rapping my heart out, and getting in a bidding war and having people offer up deals and shit like that. But now, and then I have to do an album deal. I got to recoup. I got to do all this other shit. Now it's like you got different artists. Like it's so much money now. It's like you got artists like Yo Gotti or Black Youngster that'll pull up to an artist they like hood in front of their family and throw 300,000 on a foreign.
Right.
I'm not gonna say the number, but my first deal wasn't that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But so when I see that, it's like, wow, that's dope. Like rap came a long way. And I feel like the business in music is still not all the way figured out.
Right. 100%.
It's like for an artist to really know what they're getting. And I know artists don't be caring. They just, because I had that same mentality when I was young. I didn't care. I just wanted the upfront money. I didn't care about the back end. I didn't care what the points and none of that other extra shit. I just wanted the upfront and whatever. But the business is like so messed up. It's like you won't know how much you sold until you audit a label.
Right.
Like there's no way to know. You got to know exactly to the penny how much your album sold.
Right.
For you to know how much. I mean, you got to look at the books.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But artists, I know it costs. It costs to do that. You know what I mean? You got to go. It takes time. But yeah,
Yeah, no, I got you 100% on that, for real. I feel like hip hop was really late to YouTube.
Facts.
And you had like, it was like it wasn't really the cool thing, I feel like, for an artist to like go talk on YouTube or whatever. It was kind of like the Smack DVD or it might just happen to get uploaded, but going like directly on it like they do now, I feel like it wasn't like that back in the day.
It was through like maybe a third party.
Yeah, third
like
party,
you said,
and
Smack
it wasn't
DVD,
cool.
Sub-Zero, or one of those like.
Because like you'll see like one thing I wanted to talk to you a little bit about was like French Montana and his kind of like solo movement that he had. I feel like French back in the day kind of understood that, hey, getting in front of the camera is the future.
Yeah, no, he knew that. Like, yo, bro, it's crazy because I was just talking about that too. It's like that shit was manifested. Word to mother. I was just telling my man, like, I forgot who I was telling. I ain't gonna hold you, but it was recent, and I'm like, that's dope for me to see French Montana make it to where he at.
Right.
Like he came from, he was calling me, like calling all of us for interviews, like pulling up wherever
Yeah,
I
that's
met
what
with
I'm
the
saying.
camera.
Yeah.
And he had that vision early, and he got in his, he found his pocket and his niche through that lane.
Because that's just Frenchie. A
Yeah.
lot of people, right?
Yeah.
From-
No, I mean I knew him when he was down with Hal Rell. He was in the group
Right,
before
of
we
course.
got.
Yeah,
he was in the group DFL with Hal Rell and Fred. Fred DeGarso was in the group with me or whatever. But he was
R.I.P. to
down
Fred,
with
by the way.
R.I.P. Fred. That's my guy. But he was down with French Montana. So I knew he was a rapper. But then he started doing the Cocaine City DVDs, and just off of that, I seen like you see with the Akon gave him a deal. That was a
I saw
DVD
that.
deal.
Right, I saw
You get
that.
what I'm
I
saying?
didn't know that though.
That was a DVD. That wasn't a record deal. That was a DVD deal.
Oh, word. Okay.
He wasn't signed as an artist.
Yeah, because he was rolling around in that like red Maserati, and Akon's like, don't take it out of Atlanta, but it's in your name here.
Yeah. Oh, I ain't catch that.
Yeah.
But I knew that because he explained it in an interview I seen a while ago. But he been had that vision as far as camera work and shit like that. You know
I didn't realize, JR, like how young you really were when you stepped into Dipset.
Yeah.
I was doing my research on you. I was like, wait, you only like 35?
Yeah, I'm 35. I'll be 36 the end of this month.
That's crazy, man. I did not realize that. You've been, relevant for a long time, bro. Like when we really look back at it.
Yes, sir.
What was that like, as a young, JR Ryder stepping into Dipset?
I mean, I was passionate. Like I'm still passionate.
I know, I could tell.
But it wasn't about money to me. Like I just wanted people to know that I was the best. And that's what mattered to me. Like Jewels called me with my first check. He got a $10,000 check. I told him I didn't even want it. I just want people to know. Like I just wanted to be on the album. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like nah, Def Jam got a joint. Like listen, I'm gonna ask them for this and we gonna bust it down. I was new to that. I wasn't. You know what I mean? I didn't know like I wasn't used to people paying me for features and shit like that. So I say that to say like it's just the hunger I had for music or for rap period was just different. You know what I mean? And then me being young, I had that naive mentality where no one could tell me anything. And that alone manifests what you want to do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
100%.
because people used to, you know what I mean? I'd be in arguments with older dudes. Like, fuck out of here, you ain't coming out, nigga. You just got with Cam, and you know what I mean? And I'll be like, I'm coming out next year. And people don't even know who I am, but I had that attitude where it's like nobody could tell me nothing. I wasn't intimidated to be in a room with Lil Wayne. I wasn't intimidated to be in a room with Killer. I wrote rhymes with Killer, and Killer was my favorite rapper, period, growing up. But that's just being young was dope because honestly, if I was probably 25, 26, I'd be intimidated. I'd be a little nervous, like, oh shit, I can't fuck this up. But when you young, it's like you got that naiveness where it's like nobody could tell you nothing. Confidence is sky high.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
We saw a lot, I say back in our day, man, that early 2000s or whatnot, with like the G Unit takeover, where, how 50 kind of, put everything in place where it was like if you can't beat them, you better join them approach. Right. And seeing that whole takeover happen and just how easy it was to go and get, like G Unit merch, for an example, like to be down with the set or to like identify with them. All what you really had to do was go to your local TJ Maxx, grab you some Birdman lugs and a G Unit crew and you there.
Lugs. Now we wasn't doing that in Harlem. I'm gonna be real with you. Like Birdman is my guy, but we wasn't doing the lugs. And 50, shouts to 50. I fuck with 50, but we wasn't doing them tank. We wasn't touching.
I know you.
We wasn't getting 100 feet from them tank tops. Nah, bro. Nah, them shits was disrespectful. But he had the shit in the frenzy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like Mace had me, kind of confused as hell for a little minute because, I mean, it looked like he had, left Sunday service and, he threw on a G Unit hoodie and hit the block with Fifth.
Yeah.
I was like, what was the collection plate looking like that day?
Oh man, shouts to Mace. Mace is my guy, man. Mace is a fucking legend.
Oh yeah,
Shouts to
no,
Mace.
yeah, of
Shouts to
course,
Mace.
of
Shouts
course,
to Mace.
yeah.
But nah,